You have your blog up and running. Now we need to come up with all kinds of content ideas. Now, a lot of people, that's where they run into a barrier and they start saying, well, you know, I can't come up with content for my blog. How am I going to write all this content? Some bloggers write multiple times per day. I don't suggest that you have to write that often. You'll find that once a day is quite often enough. Or you'll even see on my blog, I write more like 2 to 3 times per week. So whatever frequency fits you. I'll give you a minimum frequency. Try to write content for your blog at least once a week. You'll see that I do 2 to 3 times per week. And you'll see a lot of the professional bloggers sometimes will do it every day or more, or even more often with 2 or 3 times per day. So the frequency isn't as important here as making sure that you give good, regular content that your readers can rely on, that they know that you're consistent with. Now, I created a simple mind map here on the page that we can go through to give you some ideas of what you can be doing for content. Let's go through a few of these. First of all, you could think about gifts that you could give. What kind of gifts can you give your audience? That's the first place that I look at. Then I think about offers. What kind of offers can I make? What can I be selling to my audience? There's multimedia options. There's asking for feedback. There's links, which basically is linking out to others, getting links back to yourself. Any holiday is a great idea for a post. Like every Thanksgiving, I always write a Thanksgiving post of what I'm thankful for. Controversy, you can start a little bit of controversy. You can write stories, tell your audience stories. You can give good, hardcore how-to information. I'd recommend doing this regularly. You can give them lists that they can use. You can write reviews of things in your market. So those are just some ideas to start with, and we can expand on each of these ideas. Let's just expand each one out just a little bit further. With gifts, we could run a contest where we give away some type of gift. Well, for the contest, it could be the person who tells me why they needed this the most, or the person who can explain to me why they're the most fitting to use a product. Or it could be a contest for anybody who submits feedback, or a contest for the person who guesses the right answer. For example, in my market where I do a lot of marketing blogs, I could have like 5 different headlines and I can ask people to guess which one produced the best results. And the winner could get some type of prize. So you can run contests with giveaways. A PDF, you can give away like a free PDF or even a free audio on your website that people can download. I've done that before where I put together a Christmas present of a bunch of training information on the subject. And it was a free PDF that I gave away on my blog. You could give away a physical product for feedback. For example, anybody who will give you feedback on one of your products, you'll give them a physical copy of your CD or your DVD. So those can be posts that you create. As we get into the offer section, we could end up running a product launch with your blog. You could run specials, and you can even promote affiliate products. For my blog, I rely a whole lot less on advertising than most blogs out there. The majority of my income from my blogs comes from product offers, from different offers I make for my products. Let's expand it out a little bit. For the product launches, you can again run a contest. Whenever I want to do a pretty strong product launch, I'll start telling people about the product that I'm offering next week. I'll give them some information about it, I'll give them some training, and then I'll ask people how they would use this information. In other words, I want them to identify with it and how they would use it. And then you create quite a bit of social proof as everyone starts talking about how they'll use the information, and then you can choose a winner. So it's a mixture of running a gift and a contest, and you give a copy of the product for free to the best answer. You can give excerpts from the upcoming product that you're launching. So let's say that you're creating a DVD. You're going to be launching a set of DVDs. Well, you can start showing excerpts of videos of those DVDs beforehand, before you launch it. And then when it comes time to launch the product, usually you should do something special. My last big launch, I gave people a big discount. They got over half off if they purchased it during the launch period of what it was going to be later on. So you can run some type of special during the launch, and then you can run post-launch posts such as we offered it yesterday. So far, we're running out of the special. We said we only had 200 of these available at this price. So far, we sold 155 of them. There's 45 available. So in other words, you can do a post-launch letting people know how it's going, how the sales are going, or basically letting them know how it's going on in your business. Keep them informed and updated. So those are the launch type posts that I've done. I've also done specials posts where I'll do like a 24-hour, a 48-hour, a 72-hour special. Really, for me, the best results have come from the 48-hour specials on the blog. That's the frequency that works best, and I'll either add on an extra bonus in the special, or I'll give a discount price during the special. So normally this product is $50, but you can get it during the special for $25 for the next 48 hours only. That's a good way to generate a bunch of sales real fast. Or you can do an add-on bonus with the product. So in other words, you get these two products for the price of one, or you'll get an additional teleseminar I'm going to do for anybody who buys this product during the 48-hour special. So you can think of other ways that you can do specials. And I like to get specials into my blog quite regularly. And by that I mean at least at a bare minimum once a month I'm either launching a product or I'm doing a product special. And often I'll do it even more often, like every other week I'm running a special on some product. And you could potentially do this every week if you had enough specials in that market that you can run. Now let's say that you don't even have any products of your own. You're running a blog in a market where you're simply using advertising on the blog, or you're promoting affiliate programs in that market. You can still run specials. As an affiliate, you can have some type of extra gift you give away to anyone who buys through your affiliate link for the next 48 hours. It could be something that you put together as a report. It could be something that you bought rights to that you can give away to anybody who buys. So you give away an extra gift to anybody who buys through your affiliate link during this period. Or you could run a special event that's only good for people to buy who buy through this 48-hour period. For example, you could run a webinar tomorrow afternoon that you're going to be interviewing this product expert. Of course, you're going to be offering that product at the end, but you're being giving away good information during the interview. Or you could do it the other way around. You could try to get the affiliate owner, the one who owns the product, and ask them if they'll do a teleseminar or a webinar with you to all the buyers who buy through your blog. And then you run that as a 48-hour special. Not only do you get this product, but next week we're running a special webinar just for the buyers through my affiliate link this week. And so that's the special you do. So think about different ways that you can run specials in your market and generate a lot of sales. And so I'm always looking for some way to run specials at least every other week. Sometimes I'll run them weekly at times. We can have multimedia. That means video content, audio content, webinars, which get people off the internet with videos. You can do a simple webcam video, very easy to do, which is just a talking head sharing whatever you would have shared through a post. You can share it through a video information. The advantage of video is not only do you get that exposure and content for your blog, but you can also take that same content and submit it to the video sites like YouTube. And then you can get some visitors over there as well. You can do a screen video such as you see me doing right now. I'm using Camtasia Studio to record this video. It's a screen video showing my screen. If I wanted to, I could go over to PowerPoint and we could do this presentation in PowerPoint. You could do a live action shot where you have your DVD camera and show whatever it is that you're doing. Like if you had a blog about dog training, you could show some dog training techniques on video while training the trainer right there with their dog, or whatever else it is that you want to show. You can show it on video. So think about different ways that you can integrate video into your post. Even high definition video cameras are getting really cheap. There's like for example, the high definition flip cameras, you can get them for like $200 now. And that's high definition video. So really there's no reason you shouldn't be using video in your business, and especially on your blog, because it builds a stronger relationship with your blogging subscribers. You can add in audio.